Hello everybody. Welcome back to some more blueprints. It is day 6 of our journey. And last episode was another bit of a mess. We did actually discover some stuff though, that was pretty important last episode. We found a red letter in a safe in the office, which was pretty good for us because it explained a lot of the history of what was going on here. Let's take the tool shed just because I know I should have taken the new one. Let's just grab this. Metal detector, which I should have put away yesterday, but I didn't. And the hammer. We tried really hard to get the day to work for us, and then I kind of just messed up a little bit, basically. Walked us into a bit of a corner when I shouldn't have. And that ended up costing us the run. But, you know, from that, we did get the info. Yeah, it cost you 6 to go all the way out there. Jeez. But yeah, no, we did get a fair portion of info, at least towards, you know, like some of the possible puzzles, some of the possible things that we've got working with us, and other pieces that we need to at least pay attention to. Alrighty, let's take the den here, seeing as den is pretty good for us. We'll take the corridor here because chapel isn't really useful to us. And, I think what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try and shape my runs such that I'm not overly... I'm going to do the antithesis of what I said should be my strategy, on the get-go day, which was, I want to now start basically never interconnecting unless like it's basically a gimme. Now what does that mean? I'm gonna be more willing to take dead ends off to the sides here, especially ones like this one that are very powerful, over corners when the opportunity arises, basically. And that's just mainly because I think that I think if I focus on giving us a bit more dead ends off to the side and then collecting things together, you know, and mainly focusing towards pushing forward with our stuff, we're going to get much better or much cleaner results overall. We'll take the parlor, and this is really what I mean. Like, I could have had interconnectivity into that room. I didn't want interconnectivity into that room. I would have rathered that we focus on just moving ahead. There's a key on the floor. Good to see. Good to see. Alrighty, this box is the white box. That is false. This box is the black box. That is also false. The blue box contains the gems. This is true. The blue box does contain the gems. Thank you. And I think if I just kind of roll off this concept of maybe trying to avoid having rooms dead end into each other, like this chapel, depending on the situation, I might have thrown that in there. And just overall generally try to keep one piece moving north. We're going to end up in a better overall situation, I think. Ooh, money. Alrighty, what do we got here? Magnifying glass, for 4. Remember, we're compiling everything that we find of relative use while we're here. Nothing else really of use. I'm gonna try and save us the, shovel. I want to save up to it for just the time being. So, right now, because I don't have anything going over to the room to our right and forward, I'm actually thinking let's take the courtyard just because of the fact that, you know, we've got we've got the requirements for it. Oh my god, that's a shovel for us for free. Never mind. We do not need to buy a shovel from the commissary. Wow. Okay, so what's in dig spots? Let me see. Whoa, okay. If that's like every single dig spot that we're gonna get, this is good. This is great. No clue what else they can give. Keys, anything else in here? No? Okay. Alrighty, let's move forward. So this I would consider doing in a different time, but because this would actually, you know, like cut off a possible connection to the corridor, we're gonna take the guest bedroom here. Or, sorry, no, the other way around. Corridor could have moved off of that, basically. We'll take this. Magnifying glass, we're having a good day for us. Anything else of note? I do not think so. But yeah, we are having a pretty good day now that I'm willing to kind of take some of these moves that are a bit more like, you know, just push us forward, basically, type things. Let's take the dining room, since I still haven't gotten anything. There's a nice little key. We are also getting a lot of benefit from just having generally like a bunch of stuff the metal detector. That's what I'm after. I'm like, what words am I trying to say right now? So this one, I'm gonna take the bedroom. We don't know what's happening down in the corridor anymore, so we only know that the corridor was going to connect near to the guest bedroom. Ergo, this bedroom is now perfectly on the table. And that's in that room, so yippee. We'll worry about that in a moment. Yeah, we'll use a key to open this. Boudoir does give us dice. I would consider it. Let's do it just because the material that we gain from it is better than, losing a different entry point, basically. And also it's a bedroom, I guess, apparently. There is the dice. I still don't know what the safe could be. There is the part of me that's like, look, I don't know what it could be that would give us info. And this is still vial and bath, basically. Cork, beaker, flask. I have no idea. Yeah, I still have no idea what the safe here could be, because remember, if I show you the one thing that we've seen that mentions safe real quick on the screen, we don't know what really cracks the safes. I just kind of pulled a trick of like, I'm assuming March meant 03 and then counted the count faces when it said March of the count and assumed the rest were red herrings, basically, because they were all in red. So part of me is thinking that maybe there's a bit like of a puzzle to it that I don't get. But you know, like I don't know yet. Like, the fact of the matter is this is the only thing interactable in this room. If I were to roll in on this and see something, is there anything of note with this room? Like, at all with us here? Like, any benefit that we get by zooming in at all? Or are you just like a picture of Christmas and we're supposed to extrapolate that as... Do I extrapolate that as meaning this based off of the last thing? Do I extrapolate... Oh my god. Okay. Picture of Christmas. Okay, alright. You know, I didn't want to try that because I didn't think Herbert would be that type of dummy, but like Christmas picture is the only other thing baseline interactable in this room. Alrighty, let's go pull up Boudoir again. Because we got a safe. We got another red letter. And I'm starting to think I'm learning some stuff about how, these saves work, basically. Not 1000% sure. But yeah, no, I'm starting to really think that, like, okay, maybe the date, like, there's gonna be some sort of date or something that matters to it. 4. Okay. So that also tells us the office is red letter 8, I assume. Alrighty, let's see here. Pull this up so that we're ready. I was distraught to learn that you have chosen to omit the details of our dear Marion's disappearance from the public record. It is no surprise to me that the royal court would want this embarrassment kept as quiet as possible, but I am shocked that you have so little regard for your niece that you wouldn't play the king's scullion and stoop to kissing the foot that treads upon her memory. She gave up her family, her fortune, and her life, and all you can do is think of your name. Having never had a family name nor fortune of my own, I cannot personally condemn you for faltering in your commitment to make the same sacrifices she did. But for the love of God, do not, by that same display of weakness, clutch your pretty asset so tightly that you undermine the cause that she forfeited everything to further. Our countrymen must be made aware of the price she paid and must be made to see the color of the flag she flew as she rode into the darkness of 100 nights. To deny her story is to deny her life. If through your silence you bless this betrayal, our son Simon, your heir, will inherit a fortune of lies and will spit upon your grave when he learns of your cursed foolishness. Needless to say, we will not be coming to Christmas this year. Daniel. Damn. That is an intense one for us. But that does give us a very interesting piece to look forward to. Alrighty. We're gonna reach the end of our looping here that we've got set up for us. Let's take the kitchen, just because the kitchen, solidifies some things and grants us a bit of benefit for us, towards everything else. Yeah, let's do... Oh, I could have re-rolled. I forget, I have a re-roll. I don't need to be so stingy on stuff. Anyways, anything of use, that's the water stuff that we've mentioned in the past. Anything of use. Let's just see here. Banana, club sandwich, bacon and eggs. I'm pretty sure that's the same as it normally is. We'll buy a banana just for us to, earn some of the costs back. And glazed salmon is today's thing. So I think that's 3 meals that have given us the plus 20, by the way. I think if we assume plus 20 on all of them, that's gonna be a fair thing, but I'm not sure, which is why I'm not going to just yet. Alrighty, anything else of use in here for us? I mean, there's the key that we were getting. Cot and coat, so that's an A for us, that I'm assuming haven't gotten yet. Yeah, cot and coat. DA space S, crack 8 safes. I have a thought, but I don't know what it will be. I'm going to keep my thought silent on that because I'm going to think that it's gonna start to prove some stuff that, may or may not just answer questions, and I don't want to assume it yet. But, let's just say it follows suit with exactly what we've seen so far, and possibly means that, I think it is dates that matter to us, and there we go. I've said what I was thinking. Alrighty, let's continue north off of this room, off the corridor. And let's see here. Ooh, the pool. Okay. We're gonna take the spare room, keep the pool in the pool. You know, do that. And basically we're just gonna try and channel this forward a bit for us. Alrighty, office. This is great because this means we get to see if, oh my gosh, I just saw it cost 2 gems. Jeez. Alrighty. I don't want to end the road here. I would like to keep us ahead. I also don't want to use chapel here. So we're going to do that. This is a worthy end, I think, to the road. Because I wanted to get into the lab and see what was in the lab. I just haven't done it yet. So, let's step in and look around. Science stuff that I'm too dumb to realize. There's a note by closet. There's a this. Blue note. This machine requires additional power piped from the boiler room. Okay. No clue what this does. Yeah, no power. Obviously. I'm like, you know, just mess around with it for a minute. Periodic table. Oh, okay. Okay, that's nice. Is there 12 levers? There's 11. Or, sorry, there's 10. Is there a 12th lever somewhere? No? Okay. So then that arrow... Is the 11 and 12 just meant to throw us off? Or something? Because what I'm getting at is 3, 8, 2, 9, 5, 10, 6, 4, 7, 1 is the order, just reading that. Nothing of use there other than stage and flower? Have I gotten this one? Have I gotten this one? If I've gotten this one, I'm proud of myself. If I haven't gotten this one, what the frick is it? Yeah, I haven't gotten this one, I don't think. Yeah, because this is the one that's there. Could be talking about, like, the stamen or something. Or the stick or plant. I got nothing. I got nothing. Nothing interactable over there. Ooh. Heating and melting curves. Okay. So, page on heating and melting curves for some odd reason. By, that's a distiller, I believe, in a microscope. Interesting. And then, alrighty. Typically work over at Cinca Labs, but got sent over here for a month to assist Moore with the new turbine tests. Probably Randolph Moore, assuming. Think I need some help. For the past 3 days, I've been unable to find the laboratory on the estate. Today was the first success on that front. Can anyone tell me if this is typical, and if so, how do you get any work done? Before I arrived, I was briefed on the way the doors work, but I must admit, I did not expect to be excluded from my new workstation for the first week. Any tips from my fellow technicians would be appreciated. Okay. Alrighty. Interesting. Interesting. Was there anything in the center, since I didn't really turn my back around? I do see that console. Oh. Effective immediately, electric mail can only be accessed by the security terminal. Still haven't been in that room either. Alrighty. Let's see what the console is here. Now, Holly Lab, what do you do? In the laboratory, you are free to experiment by testing and combining different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature. Oh. 1 day weird effect. Nice. I might try and keep track of all of those. I might not. I don't know. It really depends on what I'm feeling. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep track of this. That looks like randomized stuff. Okay, each time you find some trash while digging, don't we have a... Hang on, don't we have a shovel? This is the day that I have the shovel, right? Yes. Yes, this is the day we have the shovel. So we can find trash while digging. Setting our dice to 2. I think that's the good combo for us. Because, yeah, I don't think we can double draft hallways. I'm not sure. Just off of what I'm reading. The other thing that I would choose would be stars. But yeah, set dice to 2 really seems like a good move for us. Yeah. And research logs. Okay, keeps track of researches. Okay, alrighty. And of course, I'm assuming login to network does nothing for us, but yeah, this was the day that I have the shovel. Alrighty, so this area is now useless to us. Let's head down to the hallway, and we will now start using that said hallway for our benefit to hopefully try and accelerate towards like a different area. Alrighty. Again, we're gonna follow relatively same rules, other than, you know, yowzers. This setup sucks. Let's redraft. Okay, cool. Gonna need to take this, then. Do I take storeroom, or do I take the closet? I think, let's take the closet, actually. Yeah, let's take us the closet. Running shoes, yep. And a key for us. That's perfectly fine and wonderful for us. Cool. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else of real use in here. Like, is there a way to stink? No, yeah, anyways. So we're all riding on the hopes and dreams here. We're riding on hopes and dreams. That's what we're hoping on here. We need to grab this, and then we immediately need to have something that goes straight, regardless. Like, does not matter. Needs to go straight from this. Apple, coins, anything else of use? No? Okay, cool. Alrighty. I despise you. You are an absolute menace to society, and I despise you, and I had everything working for us. Gosh darn it. How dare you? How absolutely dare you do you do this to me? Like, my idea was working, and then I just got unlucky again. Okay, fine. Storeroom does have some benefits to us. I mean, it doesn't really, because can't you dig in the storeroom? Occasionally? Yeah, occasionally. Alrighty, well, that sucked. That was a sucky day. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think there's even any real use to go dig around anywhere really for us. Yeah, that just makes me upset. Like, I had a good setup going with the way I was bouncing between all of these rooms, and then we got a corner. We got screwed. Well, anyways, I think that, yeah, that effectively says we call it a day. Actually, is there anywhere else I can go? Yeah, no. That calls it a day for us. Fine then. We move forward. I'll do another quick day, hopefully. Another really quick day, hopefully, for us. Cramming in. Yeah, I need to figure out how to play this game smart and fast. Alrighty. On to day 7. What do we got here for us? Whoop-dee-doo. Okay, so if day 6 was me being an idiot, day 7 will hopefully be my lucky day. Because, yeah, no. I do think that my opener of trying and just getting as many doors open as possible is a pretty good opener. It's just figuring it out, basically. Breaker box could be good, I think. Give us protection from the dark room early so that I can take it, I guess. I don't know. See what else is in there. I think, doesn't the utility box also mess with the gym? Maybe. I don't know. Regardless, I think actually the guest bedroom is probably for the better for us. Because this gives us stuff that we can use. Whoop-de-doo. We move onwards. I did want to see if this had anything of use for us anywhere. Nope. Of course. Okay. So everything on a thing does matter, basically. If it shows up on somewhere, it matters. Let's head into here. Let's yoink this. Wind up key. Alrighty. Let's see what we got. The gems are in a box with the statement containing the letter B. Okay. So anything that mentions box. The blue box is true. Alrighty. This is saying yup. But these are well, they're not contradictory. The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter U. Okay. So containing does not say anything. This one, if this is true, this is true, and this is true. Which means that this must be false. This must be false. Well, they all mention box. So by extension, this has to be true. This has to be true, basically. These both have to be true. Because if this is true, this is true. Which means that they are not in a box containing the letter U. Meaning this is not it. Meaning both U and U are true. Or this has to be false. These both have to be true. Box with a statement containing the letter B. Blue box is true. In a box with a statement containing the letter U. So, because this is false, it cannot be here, it must be here. Sorry, if this one was incorrect. Okay, that one was a bit hard to follow, so basically I just was like, B, ergo, both of these must be true, because if this is true, this is true. Has you, must be false, therefore cannot be this one, must be this one. That's the simplistic version of what I was looking for, basically. Yeah, let's take this way. And let's see here. We definitely want the pantry of the offered subset. There's an orange. Yum, yum. Alrighty. And let's go here. Security. I can finally get into this room. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Let us freaking get security finally off the menu. Since security seems to be continuously mentioned almost everywhere. Let's get this figured out. Security. Oh. Cutscene. Okay, first off, it's a T-piece. Cutscene. It me. Walking into the room. Wow, it's a room. Tapes seem to matter. Tapes. Oh, geez. That's a lot of rooms that are being monitored. Obviously. Many, many rooms. Oh, that's like the, what's it called? That was the walk-in closet. Or no, that's the storeroom, sorry. So all of these are rooms as well that exist, obviously. And that's me. Interesting. Point to self. Alrighty. Let's see here. So, anything I use? Yep. Blue memos equal true, red memos equal lie. That's important to keep track of. I use weird keyboards. Well, look at the console in a moment. That's a knight. I swear I've seen another knight somewhere, but I don't remember. Anything I can do with any of these? Anything I can do with this? I'll look at that in a moment. Tape, tape, tape. Nope. Alrighty. Staff notice. Effective, yada, 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 yada. Yep, that's the same note that we found earlier. Clock and lock. And then, until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. We obviously know that's false. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in higher ranks. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be likely to be locked. So, okay, that tells me something that I kind of already felt I knew, just didn't get really. Yeah, no keycard yet for us. Really gotta get lucky with a key card is what I'm seeing for us. Alrighty, but let's go see what we can get here. Chapel is pretty good. Continues the path for us. Any coins for me? No. No. Sad. Anything in the pews? Anything in the pews? That's still the same. Yep, that's still the same. Alrighty, let's head down, just because I haven't yet. Nursery is really good. We're taking it. I'm sorry, nursery is godly for us. It's what keeps us running, at least in terms of, like, we stop having to worry about steps with nursery, at least. Which is the main thing that I mostly kind of am worried about with that stuff. Could go to commissary. I also think we should do spare room, just to keep some stuff open for us and move us more northward, just because that's really what we seem to care for. Corridor as well is nice to us. Let's see here. Greenhouse. We did learn that this is got a required lever for us, but it is broken from our understanding. I'm still going to go into it because I would like to. Yep. Broken. Opens bottom. Okay. Okay. This looks weird. That looks weird. That's oddly inset. Don't have shovel. I do have a shovel now. That's a shovel. Has shovel. There's music, which we will look into. Let's dig some stuff. That's a rock. And I'm assuming trash, since what we saw with the lab yesterday. And this one. Turnip. That's nice. We literally dug it up out of the ground and immediately ate it. Alrighty, music note. 5 says, trees found inside will never shade. The gems that shine in night and rain. The clue you hold cannot be paid with gems nor coins, so toss away these sheets you find a worthy trade. Interesting, interesting. What else do we got? Anything? Greenhouse is pretty empty. This just screams something special about it. I don't know. I might be going crazy. I might be overthinking it. Let's head back to the den from the looks of it. Yeah. Alright. Rip. Yeah. Yup, yup, yorp. Yeep, yorp. Yorp to yorp. Yorp. And yorp. Alrighty. Cool, cool, cool. That was nice and beneficial. Hello, Den. Nice to see you. Let's see here. What do we get from here? That's a bedroom, which is pretty good for us, because we got the nursery. Do I have any keys at all? Do I have any keys? Nope. Door is locked. Alrighty. Again, as we know, we're relatively trying to keep things, pushing forward for us. Let's take the closet just because of this, and it's starting to worry me again. Alright, key and dice in the closet. Right now, I am playing a little bit fast. In the future, whenever we're trying to solve major things about the game, I know for certain I'm definitely going to be using that a lot. Wow! Wow, redraw, please. Yeah, we need the secret passage. Wow. Yikes. How do I want to do this? I think we probably want a green room, seeing as the green rooms, I think you can, like, force them to get their specials bypassed. Yeah, aquarium for us. Alrighty. Cool, 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 cool. This also counts as a bedroom, which is funny. Old shoe. Yep, that's trash. Okay, so I was right. Alrighty, let's see here. Green rooms do not cost gems to craft on the terrace. Okay, that's a benefit for us. Wow. Okay. Orange. Yeah, wow. Terrace. Terrace is pretty good, if I do say so myself. So that just basically cheapened up a lot of gem costs for us, I think. I don't know how many things other than the green rooms really cost gem. Okay, well, thanks for proving me incorrectly. We're gonna take the hallway here, obviously, because the hallway is the only one that points us in a direction that keeps the run going. Yup, yup. So, hang on. I wanted to check this real quick. Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked. So that means that's a lie, meaning doors on the west side are less likely to be locked, I assume. So if we stay leftward, we're going to be luckier, is what that means, I think. So stay on the left side, which means that all the times where I've been mainly campaigning on the right side have been bad for us. Sledgehammer. Pebbles. Pebbles. Again. And, oh, that's annoying. That's really annoying. Where was there a trunk? I know we've had one. Was it? It wasn't in the greenhouse. No, it was the bedroom, I believe. It was one of the bedrooms that had it, I believe. Let's go grab it real quick. Just because I'd like to have the materials that it gives me. And I believe that that'll be for our benefit. Oh, no, it was you that had it. Oh, it was both of them that had it. 2 keys. Nice, nice. Let's go pop this open. 2 more keys. Nice, nice, nice. Anything else that I want? From here. Did the guest bedroom have one? I don't think it did. Yeah, no. Let's just move up and into the courtyard. Keep them moving. Make sure that I got those. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Okay. Yeah, this is again another, like, rut row. We're running on empty here. It's a good thing we got these keys. Passageway would be nice. Library would be nicer, though, because less common probably is better for us. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do library. Less common. Interesting. Coat and Cot. The house directory is a great resource for information. Read more stuff about each room by pressing the button for me. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see here. Okay. Marion Marigold. Okay. Architect's Digest. Nice. Okay. Let's just do the first one. Simon P. Jones. So we are not related to Marion. Which, is this the same Marion, by the way, that was mentioned earlier? Can I zoom in and just look around? Yeah, Andrew, Darl, do. The above signee is responsible for all materials checked out using this form and understands the request cannot be made on days which a previously requested book or periodical has been pulled. Okay. Sick. Alrighty. Book request form started. Why are there blank books like that? That's weird. Oh. Okay. That is janky. That spiral is jank. Mount Holly Records. Temporal Records. Hey, it's my playtime and everything else. Awesome. Okay. Resource Records. Nice. Draft Records. Jeez. Puzzle Records. Nice. Nice. Okay. Discovery Records. Ooh. Okay. Nothing else of note from it. That looked like it could have been something. And then over here, Mount Holly Scrapbook. First item checked, the metal detector. Oh! Hang on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Baron of Mount Holly names nephew provisional heir. Yeah, we've already... These are the stuff that we've collected and started taking note of. I am going to move that out of the way because that gets really right in the way. My favorite floor plans. Toolshed. Can't seem to ever pass it up. Most drafted. Den, hallway, and spare room. Most paid for. Courtyard, nursery, and passageway. Most time spent in the entrance hall. I wonder why. Contraptions I've made. Nothing. Largest purchase is a club sandwich. Maybe one day. Most avoided are reds. And nothing else. Okay, so this is really like a stat room, I think is what I'm seeing. Don't mind the weird random erasing marks on that one for the notes, guys. God, I do not like this. I do not like how that spiral works. That does not feel right to me. Okay, let's go here. Alrighty, study. While drafting, you may spend gems to redraw floor plans up to 3 times. Also, noted issue, we're about to end our day again. We're about to have our day end because can't buy that one. Heck, let's look at the study. I feel like that's an important room for us. Especially, yep, there's a safe. Okay, there's a gem. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm like, wait a minute. Is there going to be something that's explaining the paintings to me? As I've already found out. Yeah, yep, there is. There is. Yep, face and ace, unused pairing. So it's all pairings that combo and remove one from each other. That makes sense. Man. Pilot. Pilot and plot. Pilot and plot. Which room are we in? Yeah, we're in this room. We're in this room. Okay, then. If it's pilot and plot, that is another I. I don't want to say it, but I think 2 might be an E. And assume on that note that that means that it's 8 actually, which if so, fair, you know. Let's see here. Yep, sturdy study. Yeah, okay. I don't know if it's possible with so little time left, but I need to remember to ask Anne if we can commission new artwork for all of the rooms of the house. We need them produced in sets of 2, a pair for each room. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm thinking. Likely delusional to think this can be pulled off by Thursday. Interesting. With that being the case then, pilot plot. Is there anything we think that tells us the secret of the room? Why is there a black queen on 8 or on D8? D8 date. Let me see here. D8. D8. Anything else I can pull from this room? Anything else I can glean? Okay, so there's no, like, D on there. 44. 48. Interesting. Am I off by Thursday? Beard Bard. Violent Viral. This is just weird to me. Like, I feel like I should see... Also, it's a queen. I should have realized from the queen that's there that this is also a queen in this room. So... Study... Study is question marking the dates. Alrighty, well, yeah, that's the end of the day. I'm like, we just got screwed because, yeah, no. Game decided no more. I didn't even go to the outer room today. Oh my god. I keep doing that. I need to get used to it. I need to get used to it. That's the thing, is I need to get used to going out to the outside room right at the start of a day to make sure that I get everything, basically. Is there anything in here just because I wasn't sure if a trunk had been put in there? And really, we don't care anymore if, you know, while we're running around, since the day has already been ruined for us, basically. You know, might as well just keep on speed running, basically. Imagine this gives me something that's actually important to us. Root cellar, ha ha ha. I mean, in all honesty, nothing I could really get from this. Let's just look for something that's beneficial to us. Ooh. Shrine. Okay. Let's do the shrine, just because I feel I need to. Why is this all blue? That's weird. Hello, Mr. Shrine Man? Hello there? Offer coin. Can I put keys in there as well? I only have one coin, mister. Blessing of the Dancer. Ooh, okay. Well, that'll be a benefit for us for the next few days from the looks of it. Anything else of use? The spot is blue, it's weird. Are any of these candles unlit at all, like, weirdly? No? Okay, everything else lines up naturally. I don't see anything else that's weird. But, again, we're gonna call it a day here because, yeah, no. I keep messing up over tiny little itty-bitty things. I mean, look, do I think I'm doing bad? No. Do I think that my strategy needs refined? Yes. Would I like my strategy to just automatically figure itself out? Yes. Do I like how we're doing this? Yes. Am I having fun with this game? Also, yes. So far, I'm feeling great about the game. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching, everybody. Have a good one. Bye-bye.